The storm brews far offshore, but its approach is relentless. Some cities brace, others ignore warnings, unaware the winds will decide which streets survive and which vanish under chaos. Emergency alerts flash, yet many citizens underestimate danger. Preparation varies drastically. Those with knowledge and resources position themselves where survival odds are highest. Cities with hardened infrastructure resist initial impacts. Bridges, levees, and storm drains are tested, but their design determines if they hold or fail catastrophically. Some districts flood first. Water overwhelms streets, isolating residents who didn't plan. The divide between preparedness and vulnerability becomes painfully clear. Power lines snap under wind gusts. Darkened blocks appear first, showing stark contrast between surviving districts and those cut off entirely. Shelters activate protocols, but many residents lack access. Those with preparation follow strategic evacuation, understanding the storm's rhythm better than the unprepared. Water rises unevenly, streets become rivers, vehicles stranded. Emergency vehicles struggle to reach critical areas. Geography determines who survives and who waits. Communication networks fail first in outer districts. Isolated communities cannot call for help, while central hubs continue limited operation. Emergency services coordinate from hardened districts. Response is prioritized for critical zones, leaving peripheral streets vulnerable. Floodwaters trap residents in low-lying neighborhoods. Timing of evacuation decides survival odds. Early movers gain safety, while latecomers face peril. Floodwaters rise faster than expected. Streets become rivers. People scramble to higher ground. The wolf spots stranded residents and prepares for a calculated rescue mission amidst raging winds. Bridges buckle under the storm's pressure. Vehicles stall mid-span. Timing and awareness decide survival. The wolf leads civilians toward structurally safe zones before collapse. Emergency generators ignite, providing brief power to critical zones. Peripheral districts remain dark. Chaos spreads where electricity fails first. Communication towers falter. Residents in outer zones cannot contact help. Survival now depends on observation, improvisation, and local decision-making. Low-lying districts flood first. Vehicles float helplessly. Timing separates those who survive from those trapped in chaos. Storm drains overflow, streets vanish, and debris forms dangerous currents. The wolf calculates safest routes through unpredictable waters. Emergency sirens barely audible over wind. Panic escalates. Coordination is key. The wolf signals survivors, moving with precision through chaotic streets. Flooded vehicles block main evacuation routes. Improvised paths become the only option. The wolf assesses hazards, leading survivors carefully. Hospitals operate on backup power. Generators hum under stress. The wolf scouts for trapped patients and aids emergency teams. Power outages deepen in residential zones. Darkness creates confusion. Those who prepared remain calm. Others panic. The wolf becomes the steady guide amidst chaos. Water pumps fail in outer districts. Access to clean water becomes critical. The wolf directs residents to nearby functional sources, balancing urgency and safety. Trees uproot under ferocious winds, blocking roads. Alternate paths are narrow and risky. The wolf assesses each route before leading survivors. Traffic signals fail. Intersections become chaotic. Vehicles stall. Evacuation slows.
The wolf signals caution, moving people safely across darkened streets. Power lines fall, sparking fires in some blocks. Smoke rises, visibility drops. Timing and quick decision-making separate survival from danger. Emergency shelters fill quickly. Some residents arrive too late. The wolf guides the final group into safety, prioritizing children and elderly. Vehicles trapped in floods begin drifting. Currents threaten lives. The wolf calculates safe crossings for stranded survivors. Generators and shelters start failing. Fuel dwindles. Strategic rationing becomes essential. The wolf instructs residents to conserve energy carefully. Flooded roads separate neighborhoods. Communication breaks down. Only those aware of local geography can move efficiently. Hospitals prioritize critical patients. The wolf helps evacuate those stranded, balancing risk and speed amidst rising chaos. Storm intensity peaks. Winds whip debris. The wolf scans the skyline, mapping hazards for safe routes, guiding survivors with calm precision. Trees crash near residential blocks. Lightning strikes sporadically. Timing and knowledge dictate survival. The wolf calculates every step before moving. Some districts remain lit by emergency backup power, creating stark contrasts between safe zones and darkened streets. Residents panic in powerless areas. The wolf organizes small groups, directing them toward partially lit safe zones. Evacuation routes collapse under floods. Improvised paths are dangerous. The wolf guides survivors through narrow alleys and safe high ground. Emergency vehicles struggle against surging water. The wolf scouts ahead, clearing debris and signaling for survivors to follow carefully. Schools and offices flood first, stranding many. Early planners evacuate quickly. The wolf helps organize local safe points. Night falls. Visibility drops. Flash floods carve dangerous paths. Only careful observation and calm action allow survival. Communication is minimal. Those in peripheral districts cannot coordinate. Knowledge of geography is now as critical as courage. Residents with prior experience adapt quickly. The wolf reinforces morale, giving directions, demonstrating calm leadership. Peripheral districts continue to flood. Panic spreads. The wolf maintains composure, prioritizing the most vulnerable first. Storm intensity peaks. Fallen trees, broken structures, and raging waters create deadly obstacles. The wolf charts safest routes, avoiding unpredictable hazards. Water pressure fails in outer zones. Clean drinking water is scarce. The wolf prioritizes supplies for the most vulnerable survivors. Hospitals operate under extreme stress, limited electricity, flooded access roads. The wolf coordinates transport of critical patients to safer zones. Fuel for emergency generators depletes. Prioritization becomes critical. The wolf ensures minimal wastage, balancing supply and survival. Residents exhausted. Morale drops. The wolf motivates the group, emphasizing focus, calm, and survival strategy. Trees and debris continue blocking escape routes. Improvisation is now the only option. The wolf scouts ahead to ensure paths remain safe. Emergency lighting and generators flicker, then stabilize in central safe zones. Peripheral districts remain dark. The wolf signals survivors to these lit zones. Residents ration supplies carefully. The wolf demonstrates methodical distribution, balancing fairness with efficiency under extreme stress. Sunrise approaches. Storm subsides slightly. The wolf surveys the flooded city, assessing damage and noting areas still unsafe. Survival is decided not by chance, but by preparation, calm, and strategy. The wolf stands atop high ground, reflecting on the storm's devastation and the lives preserved.